What's good, people, traders, and dedicated gold chasers? Welcome back to another video at the Modern Day Trader with your boy Marcy. And today we're doing a weekly review. And in this weekly review, what I want to start it out with is just patting myself on the back and just telling myself I'm really proud of myself. Now, I'm gonna give you guys some background on why I'm proud of myself. So as you guys can see, you're looking at the chart, the 15-minute chart for pound yen for this week past, right? And it was a very slow week with regards to my personal strategy on pound yen. Really no trades at all, to be honest with you, and the ability to just not get involved in the market. I'm super proud of myself working on my discipline diaries series, obviously on the shorts on YouTube, and I think doing that series has helped me to become a bit more disciplined, has helped me to step back and remind myself that listen, over trading and revenge trading kills your account. Listen, that when you don't need to trade, you don't have to trade. And it's all about risk assessment, risk exposure, and protecting your portfolio as much as possible. Bear in mind that the more you open up your portfolio to risk, it doesn't mean that you're going to make more money. It just means that you're exposed to more and you lose a bit more control of that which is your portfolio. With that being said, let's just jump straight into the technicals and looking at the week. So this right here is Monday, and as you can see, we came into Monday uh just forming these lows, taking out structures. Now, actually looking at this Monday, there could be a potential mistrade right here. So what you can see is that price action had actually come, formed, let's say for instance, this was our previous low. We formed a lower high, formed a lower low, lower high, lower low, right? And then we had a lower low. We unfortunately had broke structure. Now, initially, I was about to say that we could have potentially taken a trade out of there, but it makes sense why I didn't take a trade because now what you can see is the price action had actually broken structure to the upside. And although we pushed to the downside after that, I wouldn't have felt and I didn't feel that urge to really trade out of this point of interest, which is not necessarily a point of interest since we had blown through structure right there, right? So that is pretty much that is pretty much London session on Monday. Now you can see that yes, there was an impulse there, and the thing with the fib impulse from Asia, I need to really put it on the previous lower high that formed the most recent lower low. And what you can see is that this pullback here, I just wasn't like I just thought that this wasn't a big enough impulse for me to really take that trade. And I was just looking at it and I was like, nope, 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 nope. So I'd rather wait and anticipate to see what happens in these areas here. And nothing really happened. So I stepped away from the market. It just is what it is. Coming into Tuesday now, on Tuesday, you can see that we actually broke through like structures, right? And this year, this to me was a perfect like fib potential fib setup, and I tried to place it. Unfortunately, I just didn't get triggered. So if you look at it right, you would have thought that this was your previous area in the market that created this high right there, because you can see the price action had actually broken structure in and around these areas, right? So what I did is I didn't use this as my low, I used this as my low. And the reasoning behind that is simply that to me, this is all of this happening right here is internal structure. And that those internal structures didn't break any um actual key levels in the market. So I drew my fib from here to there, and in London session, which is this blue block right here, nothing really happened. And I can show you. Let me just put my fib from there to there, and we're looking for the 61.8. Now the 61.8 only happened in New York, and you could have seen that price action would have hit a 1 to 2. But unfortunately, like we just trade London session. It's not unfortunate, it happens. I think you control your controllables and you do with that what you need to do with that. Wednesday came, I was expecting this midweek reversal since it didn't happen on Tuesday. We got the Asian push out of the like out of this range, but we didn't really get it to break structure per se. Like we didn't get to break structure. London was just mediocre at best, and there was no real trade for me. I couldn't find a point of interest. Like price action didn't get into the point of interest because we didn't break structure. Like to me, it's not the best. Like it's not the best price action, and I was just like, okay, there might be better days in the week. Now you come into Thursday and you look at this big impulsive push to the upside. We formed this, and then we got another impulsive push, right? Now we exit in Asia, and then we had this impulsive push. Now, initially, I'm looking at this thing and I'm saying, okay, like this is my last lower high that formed this lower low, right? Because you can clearly see the price action had broken structure there. I'm anticipating that, listen, when like price action starts pulling back, there's a chance that like we could push to the downside. Now, the reason why I don't want to use the fib on this, like in this case, really is just because like if you look at this impulse, it's very small in comparison to the rest of the impulse that we had in Asia, right? Now, obviously, we need to use the most recent structure, and I figured that look, there's a high chance that we're going to blow through this right here and then potentially go to the downside. Now, when we broke through that, structure essentially shifted back bullish. And I didn't anticipate this as my point of interest. This was my point of interest right here. You can see the way price action had momentum to shift to the upside. That's what really put me off from this trade. No fib placed on Thursday just because of the way price action looked in totality. But on Friday, when I came to the chart on Friday, let me tell you, I was actually looking forward to what was happening on Friday. So we actually formed these lows. We broke structure to the upside. Oh, that's the text. Let me do this. Delete the text. Here we go. We broke these highs. Then you can see price action push to the downside, failed to break these lows. We then broke those highs again on Thursday night. And then we pulled back, forming a higher low in the market that formed this higher high, right? Then what you can see is that price action I was looking forward to this in London session, looking forward to in this area having this 61.8 pullback and then seeing price action push to the upside. Now, as you can see in London session, nothing actually hit my levels. Alternatively, what I would have been looking for was a point of interest out of this area right here, where your last yellow candle is before the big push to the upside. Unfortunately, nothing really happened. It is what it is. I think it's just about staying disciplined, staying consistent in your approach in the market, and not trying to force anything. And I'm pretty proud of the fact that I sat on my hands whole week this week. What had helped me this week too was the fact that we are obviously in prov tax season, and there is a ton of work to do at work. And I think just being able to focus on that when there's no real good setups in the market has helped me to sit on my hands. And I think we'll see how the last week of the month goes. I'm looking forward to it the way this previous week ended, and we'll see how it goes, guys. I hope that you guys have a wonderful week, a profitable week, and I hope that you know that your unmatched perspicacity, coupled with your sheer indefatigability, makes you a feared opponent in any realm of human endeavor. From your boy Marcy at the Modern Day Trader. Peace out, man.